Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing wonderful. I am excited to be here today talking with you. It's been a crazy week, but I'm trying to kind of stay sane and get to the information and try to be as consistent with everything as I can. So what are we talking about today, you guys? Well, Meghan and Harry's egos keep getting bigger, but it's all about to pop. It has to, because how can you just blatantly just tell lies? How is that possible? You just gonna lie and just like people can see them, but you just gonna keep walking it like the world is great. I'm living the American dream and just be as happy as go lucky as ever. But knowing you have this trail of deceit behind you, do you just think that we're all gonna ignore it because you're ignoring it? I don't think so. So what's going on? So Harry went on to say that the British media creates news, that the UK media has a vested interest in provoking Meghan's untimely death, and that he has known from a very young age that the incentives of publishing are not necessarily aligned with the incentives of truth. Now look, he said this right before we found out about the emails that his wife was caught lying. He and his wife were caught lying. And he's talking about telling the truth and the incentives that come with telling lies so that you can get these stories published in a way that's, sensationalizes everything. And it's like, do you know that we can see you? Do you know we heard what you said the other day, but now that's a lie. That your wife and you what? Yeah, it's ridiculous. So meanwhile, back in London, the Court of Appeal has just released and detailed a statement from Harry and Meghan's former press secretary, Jason Knopf. And we know it was a doozy, y'all. It was a doozy. So what happened? Well, not only did Knopf say that Harry and Meghan had actively participated in the hagiographic book, Finding Freedom, despite their repeated denials. They have schemed, they have strategized, and they lie to the media when it suits them, playing the victim card all the way. Yeah, they just gonna keep playing. I'm a victim. Never once accounting for anything that they may have done to cause their problems that have been coming on them. Talking about gaslighting, Meghan writes her father a letter begging him to stop talking to the media, hoping he will talk to the media. Go figure. Really, go figure. Then, when all goes according to the plan, her father leaking the carefully crafted letter to the Daily Mail, Meghan turns around and sues the paper for invasion of privacy. Meghan apologized to the courts for lying. She says she didn't remember some emails. Well, I don't know how she's going to say she didn't remember. I mean, there's like 31 of them. You're going to be like, oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, I didn't know I did that one. Oh, I did that. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Oh, did I do that? Oh, yeah. I was not feeling good that day. Like she gonna have an excuse for every single one of them. Like it was a lot of emails and collaboration and talking back and forth about the book that you say you didn't remember doing that one time. You better get some more excuses ready because more emails are going to be coming out. So, Meghan has sent this letter saying bad things about Samantha, saying that she had lost custody of her 3 children from different fathers. And she said she's speaking to different lawyers, Samantha. She's looking for suing for defamation in the US, and in the UK, she's looking at breach of privacy and Data Privacy Act breach because the statutory window for defamation is only 1 year in the UK. And she's able to subpoena Jason Knopf for his email messages and the things that he has spoken to Meghan about as evidence for her case for, slandering her essentially. Anything to keep this family quiet was my sister's motto. It's horrible, right? She wanted to silence this family. She wanted to make them look like they were monsters. Her goal was to essentially put the narrative out there that I'm not speaking to my family because they're not good people. And she was going to set that narrative. Why would you do that considering your sister has a disability? She has MS. And you could have been an advocate to help people with MS. It's like she had all these avenues to be the good person, the good humanitarian that really focused on the causes. But instead, she used the issues as fuel to increase her celebrity and her profile, because the humanitarianism wasn't really there to be the all for all thing that I'm trying to really do. It was there to look like this cause of action that I'm seeking, while in the meantime working on my celebrity, looking at what I'm going to wear and where I'm going to live and who I'm going to get deals with, and all these things that go around being a humanitarian is what she was focused on. But she really didn't focus on the true grit of the humanitarianism that is what she should have been focusing on. And had she really stayed connected to really helping people, she would not be in this situation right now. She would not be fighting, because her focus would have been on really helping people, really making a difference. But because the intention of making a difference was never really there, she got caught up in the superficialities of the world. Oh, you breached my privacy. Oh, that's my data. Oh, that's copyright. Oh, all these things that don't really mean anything. At the end of the day, it's like, really, you're going to put attention on this? You're going to put attention on a letter? You're going to put attention on wanting this to come out in the news? Like, your focus now is to essentially try to get this out into the media so people can see what a bad person your father is and your family is. Like that's your focus? Samantha has proof that she changed her name well before Meghan started dating Harry. But Meghan's going to go on Oprah and say this to the world. Millions of people are hearing the things that Meghan is saying. So Samantha most definitely needs to sue, because this woman has defamed her name on a global stage. And I know maybe people who are fans of Meghan hear me say that and they think it's harsh, or they may think it's mean. But really, how does one learn to change their behavior if they are not given, you know what I'm getting ready to do, a smackdown? So you see how this is like just really one thing after another. And this is why, for me, this is so important to talk about and discuss, because we're learning from this. We're able to really look at this as a way to show how you don't behave. You don't do these kinds of things. This is out of line for somebody who is trying to really show that they are for the good of the people. You don't focus on defaming your siblings and being so materialistic in your endeavors, and a list of other things. Meanwhile, it is reported that senior royals have warned Meghan not to pursue her bitter court battle over a leaked letter to her estranged father, and feel she has now been found out. Yeah, she has been found out now. So the fact that she focused on this lawsuit has gotten her in so much trouble now. And you see the diversion of how the good that she could have been doing is completely lost down the drain. because of where her focus was. The Mail on Sunday's newspaper also revealed new evidence that is tried to overturn in an earlier ruling that it had breached Meghan's privacy and copyright by disclosing details of her letter to her dad. Now, the Sunday Times claims that family members and one trusted lawyer all had advised Meghan to drop the case, saying that they are frustrated by the fallout. A royal source also said that the frustration is all the way to the top because a lot of people told them that this was unwise to proceed with this case. So she knew, or she was advised not to do this. So she didn't want to listen to people who were more wise than she is. Like, she was told by people who know how all this works, but she didn't want to listen. Got her in trouble. You can't think you know it all, especially if you're living in a foreign country. So she had advisors telling her not to do this, but she's thinking of her American ways and I'm an actress and my reputation and my celebrity and, you know, thinking all these things that don't really matter. But the smart people were trying to tell her, woman, what you doing? Stop. But she didn't want to listen. And sometimes when you don't want to listen and there are people who know things better than you get yourself in a lot of trouble by not trying to really listen to the people that know more, or even humbling yourself to the fact that, you know what, I should perhaps listen to them because they know more than I do. They're veterans at this. I'm just a C-list actress put in a position of some power. And she should have never acted on that power that she had. It got her in trouble. So Meghan's lawyer did oppose the appeal. A ruling is expected at a later date. So we're going to see what happens. But hey, Samantha, I think rightfully should definitely, you know, go to court. It could do good for her to be vindicated from the lies and slander that her sister did. And it can also help Meghan and Harry in the long run, you know, so they could wake up out of their stupidness. Yes, some people have it and need to be kind of woken out of it or shocked out of it. They need to be shocked out of it is what I say. So go ahead, Samantha girl, do what you got to do, and let's try to get some people on the right track to getting this couple to kind of settle themselves down.